The corn stores are getting low again, Orgnar.
Yep.
And? You'll take care of it?
Don't I always?
I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
No.
I should have guessed.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen. Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Word is, Ulfric's Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only gonna get worse now. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections. Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Until next time.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Nobody believes me, but I tell you, I saw a dragon!
Ain't used to strangers here in Riverwood.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, By the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town. The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else. This way. Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. All right, then. I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead. You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Once you get to the tower, head north. Bleak Falls Barrow should be just around the corner further up. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way. I'm right behind you. I'm at your service. Let's get going then.
You looking for a new blade? The finest weapons and armor. Aye.
The sooner you find the claw, don't let my sister... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right, then.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem all right.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker, and be a companion.
What do you need? Until next time.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in your Vaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck. Blood on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us. We don't just take in any milk drinker who stumbles in. Talk to Kodlak if you think you have what it takes to be a companion. I'll take my leave then.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
Need something?
Seems like every farmer in Skyrim is short on supplies these days.
By Izmir, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Loria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgerd. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere, is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. Up now, jesters? Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skulvar. I'll remember that. Yeah, right.
What do you want, cat?
Welcome. If I cannot serve you, I am sure that one of my other traders can do so. Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands.
There is much beauty in this place. Khajiit are not welcome in the cities. So we make our camps outside the walls of Skyrim. I hope that
The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
What ill fortune that this should happen now, while we are still trying to make a living.
We are fortunate. We travel lightly and can escape at a moment's notice. We have no home that a dragon can burn to the ground.
I feel pity for these Nords, and the dragons of hack cities and towns.
Blood on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion. Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands. Until next time.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker, if you're worth anything in a fight. Good day.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay
They say
whatever it
Helgen got
takes,
hit by
but
a
we
dragon.
must have more
One of
swords
those
for the
horrors comes
Imperial
here.
soldiers.
We'll be ready.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire. Let me know if you see anything you like.
Well met, traveler.
You look like someone who knows how to wield a weapon. Well, you've come to the right place.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these...
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen. Could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Stay sharp.
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these.
What would you have
What's
me
the
do then?
meaning of this interruption? Jarl
My
Balgrup
lord,
is not
please.
receiving visitors.
This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information before we act.
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
It's all right,
starting to
Uriel.
think...
I want to hear what he has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community, not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ysmir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
We need to convince my
Come,
brother to do more
let's
for
go
the
find Farengar,
What would
my
you have
court
me
wizard.
do, Hrongar?
He's been
Your
looking into
brother
a
is the
matter
Jarl.
related to these
Do not
dragons
question
and
his judgment.
rumors
I'm
of
not
dragons.
asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue. I serve Jarl Balgrup as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, we must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. You know,
this is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruuf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the... Huh? Don't you go tracking your dirty boot.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons... Well...
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Saphir! Wait, You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Redguard. My family hails from the Imperial province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Need anything else? Just let me know. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my son, hmm? What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my
Rorikstead's
heart.
a nice enough little
So
hamlet, but
tell
a boring
me,
posting for a
Battlebones,
guard.
where is he?
If a dragon attacks,
Where are you
well,
holding my four
then
out?
it'll be a different story.
Do you believe this old hag? Holding
and
him?
vegetables are
Why,
disappointing.
I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Carl.
If you were getting them from
Your
my
stupid
farm,
son is
they'd
dead.
be twice as
He
fresh.
died a stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Yes? Got something to say? I'm all ears.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against a dragon? Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting.
Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I've got my eyes on you.
Hell. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it? What is it?
What can I do for you, friend? Let's get going then.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. Witness.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Good to see you. The finest weapons and armor. Good luck out there.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
You bring your last.
Is someone there?
Over here! Come on!
You stand that, so
I'm gonna put you down! You don't have a chance!
Nothing. Wasn't expecting that.
You're no match for me. You can't win this.
It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
There's no escape.
Time to die, hero.
That takes care of that. Huh? Bandits are desperate men. They have nothing to lose, and they fight like it.
Maik has heard it is dangerous to be your friend.
Come on, come on! That takes care of that. Oh, no you don't. Die! It's done then.
This will all be over soon.